He said it calmly, like he was giving advice about the weather. "You should accept it," my father-in-law said, leaning back in his chair. "Things happen. I'm ex-police. You don't want trouble." My wife stood beside him, arms crossed, eyes cold. Not guilty, not ashamed, just annoyed that I wasn't cooperating. That sentence rewired something inside me. I didn't shout. I didn't argue. I nodded slowly, like a man who had just understood his place. They mistook that nod for surrender. It was the biggest mistake they ever made. I had found out about the affair a week earlier. Late nights, deleted messages. A friend who knew too much about my schedule. When I finally saw the messages, there was no ambiguity. Hotel dates, jokes about how clueless I was, complaints about me not being man enough. And the worst part wasn't even her cheating. It was knowing her father had known all along. He had helped cover it up, used his old uniform, his reputation, his intimidation to make sure no one spoke. He believed the badge still protected him. That's why he thought I'd fold. I went quiet after that meeting. Very quiet. I cooked. I smiled. I went to work like normal. I let them believe I was scared. In reality, I was documenting everything. I didn't move emotionally. I moved strategically. I gathered proof. Messages, call logs, hotel invoices. I pulled financial records. I learned what ex-police could and couldn't get away with legally. I spoke to a lawyer who specialized in quiet divorces and loud consequences. I learned one important thing. Power only works if you're afraid of it. I wasn't. The night I acted, my wife thought we were going to dinner. She dressed up. Perfume. Confidence. She still believed I'd swallowed my pride. Instead, I drove to her father's house. They looked confused when I parked and asked them both to sit down. I placed a folder on the table. Inside was everything. Screenshots, dates, timelines, statements. Not just proof of the affair, but proof of intimidation. Messages where he warned people to mind their business. Evidence of him abusing his former position to shield his daughter. His face changed first. Not anger. Fear. "You don't know what you're doing," he said quietly. "I still have friends." "So do I," I replied. "And mine are current." My wife started crying. Real tears this time. Not manipulative. Panicked. I slid over the second envelope. Divorce papers. Full separation. Asset protection. Clauses triggered by infidelity. Her father reached for the papers. I stopped him. "Those aren't for you," I said. "These are." The third envelope contained formal complaints, internal affairs, civil court filings, evidence packets already submitted digitally. I didn't need to threaten. The process had already started. "You used to be police," I said evenly. "You should know how this works." He stood up, voice raised, trying to dominate the room like he used to. "You think you can ruin us?" I looked him in the eye. "No, you already did that. I'm just turning on the lights." My wife lost everything in weeks. The house went first. It was in my name, then the accounts, then the car. The affair partner vanished the moment legal trouble appeared. He blocked her everywhere. Her father? His reputation imploded. Old stories resurfaced. Complaints that were buried suddenly mattered. The shield he'd relied on cracked, then shattered. He called me once, threatened me. I recorded it. That call ended him. Months later, I ran into my ex-wife at a grocery store. She looked smaller, quieter. The confidence was gone. "You didn't have to destroy my family," she whispered. I paused. "You did that when you cheated," I said. "Your father just taught you to believe you'd get away with it." I didn't raise my voice. I didn't smile. I walked away. People think revenge has to be loud, violent, emotional. They're wrong. The most devastating revenge is calm, legal, and patient. Her father thought a badge made him untouchable. She thought marriage meant forgiveness without consequences. They both learned the same lesson. No one is above the truth.